Today we're going to learn how to research how to do research on a nonfiction topic. We are writing informationally this time, so we're writing true information. I need all eyes up, pencils down. This is your graphic organizer. I've drawn an example of it. I accidentally wrote food up here and school down here. It doesn't matter. I messed up. That's why pencils have erasers, right? Okay, so the first thing I would do is I would write my country in the middle. My country happens to be, I'm going to do the country of Japan.
So you write our country in the middle? Yes. And I don't even know.
Japan is going to be my country. So you would write your, no, you're not doing anything right this second. So I need to learn all about Japan. And we've talked about how you could use Epic, and the other one was the Culturegrams. You asked permission.
Didn't know I had to.
What? You're not allowed to get out of your seat without permission. Anybody. Thank you. Why is it still on? Sorry, we're having a little technical difficulty. Okay, but it's real light. Okay, let's see. Culturegrams. Okay. So here are culturegrams. So what country am I studying? Japan. So I'm going to go to, culturegrams home. And what continent did we talk about that Japan is on? It is in Asia. Good job. So I'm going to go to Asia. I'm going to scroll down till I find my country of Japan. Okay? Then, over here, this is just, did I know? It'll tell me all about it. Then it'll tell me a history, ancient Chinese, all these different things. Okay? I can even scroll down. It's got lifestyle, where I find games, holidays, food, schools, and life as a kid. Oh, looky there. I need games and sports, school, holidays, and food. So let's start with food, since I accidentally wrote it up there. Food. And if I don't know how to read very well or just would rather listen, here we go.
Reuters. The Japanese believe fresh food is the best. Rice is eaten at nearly every meal. The Japanese also like to eat onigiri, rice balls wrapped in seaweed. Sushi is rice and fish, cooked or raw, served together wrapped in seaweed and traditionally dipped in soy sauce. For something fast, Japanese will grab a bento, box lunch, from a street shop or train station. A bento is divided into sections holding rice, sushi, and vegetables. A favorite street snack is takoyaki, which is a small cooked ball of octopus and onions mixed with batter and rolled in fish flakes and seaweed flakes and eaten along with a sweet sauce. Noodles like ramen and udon are popular, and so is tofu, bean curd. When the Japanese eat noodles, they slurp them loudly, which cools the noodles down and can also be a way of showing that the food is delicious. People eat with hashi, chopsticks, and drink tea with every meal.
Okay, so let's see how I could write this. I want to write it in bullet points. That means I don't have to write complete sentences every single time I do it. So it says they believe fresh food is best.
Fresh food.
I need enough to be able to write about. Believe fresh food is best. What else did they say? The Japanese also like to eat rice or Onigiri.
On the girl. Rice balls wrapped in seaweed. I have a question.
Raise your hand. If you're tapping your pencil, please stop. O-N-I. And I'm going to put in parentheses what that is so I don't forget. What is it? Rice balls wrapped in seaweed. Oop, that doesn't sound good to me, but it's probably good. You can make that 10. Does it say wrapped in seaweed? Okay, rice balls wrapped in seaweed. And I put that in parentheses because that's what, or on your, whatever. Shh, raise your head. It also says sushi is rice and fish served together. They also eat sushi. That is rice and fish, cooked or raw.
If I have to eat that,
Your whole recess. Cooked or raw. Served together with wrapped seaweed. Okay. And dipped in soy sauce. For something fast, they grab a bento box. Bento means box lunch. We have bento box for bagel today. So it just bento means box lunch. So when they want something fast, they get a bento box. Which is a box lunch. What's in their box lunch? From the street or chain. A box lunch. And it normally either has, it's divided into sections holding rice, sushi, and vegetables. Veggies. Anyway, so I'm out of room. What could I do if I still wanted to write more? I could, or I could, no, I don't, I want to try to stay away from this. I could turn it on the back, or I could get a piece of notebook paper from the awesome notebook drawer over there, and I could write, just title it food, and write about it. So, moving on, the next one we're actually going to do school. I bet I can put some more in there. Okay, school.
Schools. Adult literacy. Math. Carlos Faria, Reuters. Japanese kids are under a lot of pressure to do well in school. Their careers depend on which college they get into, and the competition is fierce. They spend a lot of time studying and even go to school for a half day on many Saturdays. Many attend Juku, special private classes, every day after public school gets out until late at night. Japanese schools are very formal. The term sensei is added to the last name of the teacher to show respect. So, Mr. Ito would be called Ito Sensei. Japanese students usually eat lunch in their classrooms and often help serve lunch to their classmates or clean up afterward. Children may have other chores to do at school as well, such as cleaning the hallways. Students in middle school and high school must wear uniforms. Japanese kids often attend Yokien, kindergarten, between ages 3 and 5 and then begin elementary school at age 6. At this age, children are given a lot of responsibility, including walking to school on their own. Math and science are very important subjects and are taught early on. When they turn 12, kids go to junior high, which lasts 3 years. Sports, clubs, and other extracurricular, outside of school, activities are very popular during junior high. Students must pass an exam to get into high school, which is also 3 years long.
Okay, so let's take the main point. Japanese students spend a lot of time studying because they're under a lot of pressure to do well. Students eat lunch in their classrooms and often have to serve lunch to classmates.
Or clean up.
And clean up. I shouldn't hear any noise making. Students have chores to do at school. I like that one. Students have chores.
I don't like that one. I do.
Well, we have chores, but it's just more like I make you clean up the mess you made before you leave. Because it's not somebody else's responsibility to clean up your mess, right? At school. Students go to school between the ages of 3 and 15. If you have something to say, can you raise your hand? Oh, 3. I should say through 15. Students must pass an exam to go to high school. So they have to take a test to go to high school. Here you have to take a test to go to college. Students must pass, and an exam is a test. Exam is a test. To go to high school. Okay. Did I write just like a couple words?
No.
What did I do? I used a lot of
Exclamation.
detail, right? Without writing every single thing that's on there, I have enough to write about in my writing when I take it. This is called a graphic organizer. When I take this to move it to the next step, I will have plenty of information. Don't come at me with like fresh food, rice, sushi. I need sentences, okay? I need you to use your best handwriting. If you run out of room, what could you do?
Get a page from the notebook.
Yes, on the flip side of that, I don't want this. Japanese kids are under a lot of pressure. Their careers depend on it, college that they get into. I don't want you to write word for word what came off of that. That's called plagiarism. That is not what that was for. Nope. Just stay there. It's called plagiarism. Plagiarism is where you write exactly what another author wrote. Okay? You take what they said and put it in your own words. Okay? If I wanted to know what it said, guess where I could go? I would go to this page, right? And read it. I want you to put it in your own words. So today, while I'm doing reading groups, you're going to be doing your food in your school based on based on Culturegrams. Okay? If you need PebbleGo, you can go to PebbleGo. But Culturegrams is probably the best place to get information. Okay? All right. So if you are not in the classroom, you will get one of these on Google Slides in your Google Classroom. Okay? And I may even give you all one eventually so that you can type your stuff. All right. And that was reading.